Hey tennis fans, I'm Grace Carter and this is Tennis Now, presented by Tennis Express. Get your favorite tennis gear at tennisexpress.com today. The tennis court can always be a battleground, and not just on the court. Lately, a few skirmishes have been with the crowds. It seems players feuding with fans is becoming more common. So what on earth is going on? One star, Denis Shapovalov, is calling on the ATP to do something about it. He wants better protection. In case you missed it, Shapovalov was defaulted at the end of his Washington, D.C. quarterfinal after a verbal altercation with a fan. Ben Shelton was leading the match, 7-6, 6-3 in a second-set tiebreaker. When Shapo slammed his racket to the court, well, that action sparked a trash talk exchange with a fan before the chair umpire then hit Denis with a code violation and then a default. Initially, the ATP penalized Shapovalov, withdrawing all rankings points and prize money he earned in D.C., and then hit him with a $36,000 fine for the code violation. Denis appealed that ruling and won a partial victory. The ATP reinstated his prize money and his rankings points, but the fine stands. Shapo says it's unfair and called on the ATP to take action on unruly fans to prevent future incidents. He says the fine is more than half of what he earned that week, and he's going to continue to fight, he says. He also wants the ATP to put better rules in place for protecting players from abusive fans. Daniil Medvedev weighed in, supporting Shapo, saying the ATP claims to promote personality, but then when a fiery player like Denis shows his personality in the heat of the moment, the tour slams him with a hefty fine. Daniil says from what he understands about the situation, Denis deserved a warning and maybe a fine after the match, but that's it. He says he was very surprised it went further than that. He says he thinks the ATP is doing some good things, but he has the impression they don't really know where they're going. He says they want tennis to be a little like Formula One in football, but you can't ask players to stay calm like robots while all around them there's a circus and a show going on. Things need to be clearer for the players and the spectators, says Medvedev. Critics, though, say players can't blame the fans for their own emotional meltdowns. Fans pay a lot of money for the tickets to be close to the action, and they deserve to have a voice, whether that's cheering or booing, because they're paying to support the tour. Look at the Paris Olympics. The crowds were very vocal at the tennis matches, bringing a lot of energy and a lot of passion. Some players love it, other players don't. Critics also point out that Shapovalov has feuded with fans in the past, including an incident that went viral in Rome when the Canadian screamed at Italian fans to shut the F up. So, is it the crowd's fault if a player can't keep his cool? Athletes in a lot of other sports have to deal with a lot of rowdy fans screaming and calling them out. Is that where tennis is headed? Maybe. But isn't there a point where fans cross the line? Like the time the fans supposedly spat on David Goffin, or when Britain's Liam Brodie said that he was verbally abused by a young fan at the French Open. So, what to do? Does tennis need a code of conduct for fans? Or do you like more fan engagement, positive or negative? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section, and we'll see you next time.